to Yogyakarta, a city which is commonly called as the City of Students. Some well-known and reputable universities are located in this city, including Sanata Dharma University. Started as an IKIP in 1955, Sanata Dharma is very reputable about its language studies, including PBI. As a reputable study program, PBI has some programs and facilities which can support the students to reach their highest achievement. In PBI, there are some rooms which are used for regular learning activities. Multimedia rooms are facilitated with some computers and high-speed internet connection. This room facilitates students in developing their listening skills. Some students enjoy their learning process not only inside the class but also outside the class. Micro-teaching rooms are facilitated with proper equipment to make the students become more familiar with teaching learning activities. PBI Choir is one of the extracurricular programs in PBI which supports students to develop their talents in singing. Dialogue is an extracurricular program related to journalism. We also facilitate students who have interest in photography. In recent years, IFO has already held some exhibitions. English Club is directed for those who want to develop their English skills and prepare them to join any competitions. iDiamond exists to facilitate students who have interest in arts. English Education Production is an extracurricular program for students who like acting on stage. This community is a bridge for those who love music to present their talents. Break time is an internal sport and game competitions for all active PBI students. English Action Days, or usually abbreviated as EAD, is the most awaited English competition for senior and vocational high school students. English Welcoming Days is a 2-day camping for welcoming new PBI students. Voluntary teaching is another event for PBI students who are passionate about teaching. Undergraduate Conference is a conference that is usually followed by final year's undergraduate English education students. LLTC is an international English education conference which always invites notable speakers from worldwide universities. The first overseas teaching practice was held in 2018. For the past 2 years, it has taken place in Myanmar and Thailand. Play Performance is an annual theater event held by third-year PBI students.
Good afternoon, everyone. ELSP students, fresh graduates, alumni, and all upward mobility enthusiasts. We do hope that now you are in good condition, healthy and happy, as ELSP family members always stay highly motivated. Most of ELSP students batch 2017 are doing PLP right now. Good luck for you all, and don't forget to do your best. Okay, we know that you guys cannot wait any longer for our great event. Welcome back to our Upward Mobility webinar series, Crafting Your Future Paths, number 3, English Teaching Experience in Non-School Institutions. This event is proudly presented to you by the English Language Education Study Program of Sanata Dharma University, Yogyakarta. On this special day, we have three special guests. There are three wonderful ELSP alumni who have remarkable jobs in non-school institutions. Before we begin today's webinar, we will listen to a brief opening speech from our chairperson, Ibu Veronica Tri Prihatmini. Ibu Tri, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Ibu Ika. Well, I would like to welcome everyone in this webinar and hope that things are going on very well with you all. And again, welcome to our third webinar series on crafting your future path. Well, I'm personally very happy to be here to greet you all this afternoon in this occasion. And firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to Ibu Rina, who has organized this webinar, and also Pak Thomas and some students, and today Bu Ika is in charge as the master of ceremony in this occasion. You all have made a very good teamwork with these three webinar series. Thank you so much on behalf of PBI. Well, I was actually wondering whether when you first joined PBI, you have some ideas of what to be or what kinds of job you are going to have in the future. Well, actually, my question is addressed to the three speakers today, Mbak Sefti, Mas Aditya, and also Bruder Titus. I was actually wondering about that. And later you will get the answer from their presentation, okay? And well, the previous webinar series have provided you with some inspiration of what to be in the future, either in the teaching or non-teaching profession or working field. And but today's topic is English teaching experience in non-school institutions. Well, I think this will provide you with ample of ideas, and also the experiences will be very useful for you to, later to prepare yourself. That actually being in PBI does not end only in being at school. There are some other opportunities. There are some other jobs available for you there. And also in non-school institutions. Well, I myself actually started my teaching career as a non-permanent teacher at school. But then I worked for quite some time in a language course. It was about 7 years, which is quite long actually to stay with one job in the same place. And but still in the teaching, in the teaching field. And I was very happy there. And even I moved here to Sanata Dharma, I'm also very much happy here, very much happier to be here. And again, there are just so many opportunities outside there. And today we have Mbak Sefti, Mas Aditya. I would like to call you Mas Aditya rather than Mas Audifax, and Bruder Titus. Well, thank you very much for your willingness, for your time to share with your juniors. And I do hope that later they will be following your path, yeah, either in the teaching professions or probably also in other professions. It doesn't matter. And again, I'm very sure that your ideas, your sharing will be very, very useful for them. And I wish you, everybody all here, good health and enjoy this webinar. And well, I believe it will be very fruitful. Thank you and enjoy the presentations and also the sharing. Thank you. Back to you, Bu Ika.
Thank you so much, Ibu Tri, our new and beloved chairperson of ELSP. Okay, as usual, guys, there will be some prizes or giveaway for some lucky students. First, we have 2 dialogue magazines for 2 persons who post the best questions on YouTube chat room. So anyone who has questions to the speakers, please post your question on YouTube chat room using this format. Your Instagram account, space your question. Who knows, you are the lucky one to get one newest edition of Dialogue magazine. Also, you can win a 50K GoPay top up by posting an Instagram story on your personal account. You should say something about this upward mobility webinar, such as your impression about the event and speakers, what you learned from it, your reflection, and so on. Make sure you make it as creative as you can. Provide a picture, decorate it, etc. And don't forget to mention it on PBI's Instagram account at PBI Sanata Dharma and provide hashtag crafting your future pods. You can start doing it from now until 8 p.m. tonight. And the winners will be announced on PBI's Instagram around 8:30 p.m. Okay, so let's not wait any longer as I know everybody is so excited. So I'll go to the first speaker, Miss Safti. Hello, Miss Safti, how are you today?
Hello, Miss. I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
Great, fine, thank you. Miss Safti is an ELSP alumnus from batch 2015. I still remember her since she was an active student back then when she was studying in our beloved study program. She was not only a student, but also a member of Dialogue magazine from 2016 up to 2019. And she also experienced teaching English part-time during the college time. And now she works at Banyan Tree Management in Phuket, Thailand as an English specialist. Phuket is a beautiful place, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, Miss.
Yes, okay. So Miss Safti, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Miss Ika. Let me share my screen now. Okay, so can you see my screen, Miss? Yeah. Okay, I will start now. Okay, everyone. So once again, thank you, Miss Ika, for giving me the stage. It's such an honor to be here with all of you guys in this meaningful event in which we can share and inspire each other in this upward mobility event for our family in PBI, right? So firstly, yes, my name is Sefti Pardosi. Usually my family call me Sefti, and I'm an English specialist at Banyan Tree Management Academy. I am batch 2015 and I just graduated last year. Starting to December 2019, I started to work at Banyan Tree Management Academy. And as the session of this third upward mobility webinar is teaching English in non-school institution. So yes, BTMA is not a school. It's part of a company foundation. Okay, that's why I give the title of my part is English Education in Hospitality. If I put this title for this webinar, so I'm sure that you can guess what industry that I'm working at now. Without any further ado, I will tell you um, and bring you closer to the industry of how English education can relate to hospitality, right? Okay, so yeah, so So the first one is imagine first that there is a hotel. Usually, if it is a big hotel, they will have yeah. I mean, like if it is a hotel, they must have the HRD, right? Human Resource Department. I think that this department is everywhere. It's not only in a hotel company, but every industry. And then what they do, yeah, of course they recruit people and then they manage the people. And the other thing is they give training and kind of that training, then learning department take that task force like that, and then they what is that? They try to think what are the trainings that we can give to the employees that to upgrade and maintain the quality of the staff and enhance the staff performance in the workplace, align with the company's goal and um, values. Okay, and so that's why uh, learning department is very essential because uh, this will continually the sorry upgrading the employees. Okay, and then so what? Let's see first. What are the departments in hotels? Yeah. So I want to bring you closer to hotels industry. So the first one is like we have front office, food and beverage service, food and beverage culinary, housekeeping, reservation sales, agents, accounting, recreation, security, engineering. So as our part is here, we are in as English teachers in the learning department. Our job is to increase or to enhance their English proficiency because in the hospitality industry, um, yes, it's we deal with guests, with natives, with foreigners. So that's why we need to speak in English. And the employees and the staff, they are required to have a good English proficiency. So that's why if we are a bachelor of English education, we got the chance to be the learning department team because we can teach them English and we can support to upgrade the quality of the employee. Yeah, as what I mentioned again, so these are the departments in hotels, and you might wondering like, then how can I teach them? What do they need? For example, like front office, it means that they will deal with the guests by when check in and check out like that. And then food and beverage service, it means like waiter and waitress. So it means that we teach them English, how to serve guests, how to give the menu, and then how to uh, to ask for the bill, kind of thing, right? And it's not only the departments that directly meet the guests. However, for some departments in hotels that are back office, such as accounting, for example, do they need English? The answer is yes, because accounting, it means perhaps they will need uh, English for writing emails. Yeah. So actually, whatever the departments in hotels, they really need English. That's why we are there for them. Okay. So the next one is, what is Banyan Tree Management Academy? It sounds like not a hotel name, because at the end it is an academy, right? So uh, that's okay. This is my task to explain you what is Banyan Tree Management Academy. Okay, so there is a Banyan Tree, there is a hospitality company named Banyan Tree Holdings. So this is a company that a business company that provides hotels and resorts like that. In a marketplace, they have four brands that gives us different different experience, if I may say, because like Banyan Tree, it will offer you like understated luxury. Angsanite can be a friendship and creating moments. Hasia is like an apartment hotel, and Dawa and is yeah, it's with its own concepts. Okay, And then this is one of the initiatives of the co-founder of this hospitality company, where she proposed to create a, a foundation like that. So we call it Banyan Tree Management Academy. If or is to support Banyan Tree Group's organizational goals through advancing people development, management excellence, and learning with integrity and meaning. Yeah, so this is the vision. And so like what I mentioned before, like in each property level, in each what is that? In each hotel level. So kalau cabang tuh kita bilangnya properties gitu. So in every properties they have the learning department, right? So here, for example, learning department, learning department, and all of them are integrated in one management academy that we have in Thailand, right? So the function of Banyan Tree Management Academy that to develop people, and then it gives a example and to all the learning departments, if I may say, and then to create a certification program for the staff in the hotel level. Yeah. So actually, Banyan Tree Management Academy, it doesn't belong to the hotel level, but this one is the corporate level. The corporate level, yeah. And so this one is the learning center of this hospitality company. Yeah. I hope that you get a clear understanding about what is Banyan Tree Management Academy and also the learning department in each hotel. Actually, I believe that many of our seniors they also join the learning department in hotels because, as what I mentioned before, they really need English teacher to enhance the staff English proficiency. But not all that can um, join this kind of academy because this one is so it's a little number because not many, right? Okay, so how about my position? Yeah, so my position is English specialist because what I mentioned before, the 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 hospitality company is everywhere, including Thailand, and apparently because BTMA is so close to the properties, the hotels in Phuket, Thailand, so that's why we also offer the English teacher for them. So mainly my task is teaching English in classroom setting ESD. Yes, I teach for um, both for four brands in here, for four business units, if I may say. So Banyan Tree Phuket, Angsana Phuket, Kasia, and other business units in Phuket. Yeah. So in Phuket, we also have the golf, Laguna Golf Phuket. Then I teach English for the associates or the staff there. And then the second one is creating magazine monthly, right? So I create English magazine for the staff to give them articles, to share them articles like um, yeah, and this one to upgrade their knowledge, their skills, their soft skills, and that's why I create magazine that is for the staff, not for me, right? And then the third one is updating e-library. This one because we also have a platform. If it is in Sanata Dharma, we have Excel Star, right? And this one we also have LMS. In LMS, we also have the e-library. We create the e-library there where we can share yeah, articles, videos. Then they can the staff can watch and read. Yeah. So yeah, basically it's a library. Yeah, but it's e-library. And then the next one is proofreading training materials in English. Yeah, so because we are learning center, we always conduct a training. Then if it is English training materials, then I will proofread that. And then the last one is creating bite-sized course on LMS. This one is just a short course, online one. Then they can learn wherever they are. Okay. And then what are the difference teaching in school and non-school institutions? I think that the rest of the fabulous speakers can explore more about the theme or the topic teaching in school and non-school institutions. But if I can compare between school and learning departments in hotels, the first one is the age range. In school, it's like young to children, so it's going down. Like we can say that 5 to 18 years old. But when it comes to a hotel, it is young to adult, like 18 years old to above. And then school, yeah, perhaps I can say it's academic English, and learning department it is ESP, specific purpose. We learn English because we want to use this for a certain purpose, right? And in school, I didn't say that in learning department we don't have assignment, but in school, like we are familiar with the assignment, but in learning department we are not. It's not an obligation. What we really want to do is give them classroom activities, 30% of the theory and 70% of the experience, so that they are able to use that directly. And actually, it depends on the department again. Like what I did say, if it is housekeeping or a waitress and waiter, yes, maybe they want to perform how to serve the guest in front of the class. But when it comes to the accounting and marketing, they want to create emails. Perhaps they will be in front of their paper and write emails or in front of their computer. Then so it means that we want to emphasize the experience itself. Then we create the classroom activities, um, rather than just give them assignment and go, and we don't give feedback. And what I mean is, like, we don't give them homework like that. Yeah, we don't give them homework. That's the correct one. Okay, and then what are the challenges? Actually, don't worry, because you see that there are six challenges here. Don't worry, actually, it's not that much. Okay, that's why I grouped them into four. Where actually the three one, the last one is only for me. The first and the second one is embracing new industry. Yes, because we are prepared as an English teacher in high school. When we enter the hotel industry, we need to embrace again. We need to add our understanding, our knowledge about the industry, um, because we need to know, like what I previously shared with you, what are the departments and what they need, right? And then lack of real experience working in hotel. This one is real because sometimes I can feel that I know I know how to teach, but I don't know what to teach like that because I'm not too experiencing it working in hotels, right? So that's why we need to embrace the new industry. And then the third and the fourth is the TNA. Perhaps it can be challenging if uh, it can be challenging, but actually this one is our main job, right? Because we need to analyze what they really need and to customize it with the color of each hotel. Because what I mentioned before, like one hospitality company, perhaps they will have, I mean, like one hotel will have one color of the hotel. For example, Angsana is about friendship, and then for Banyan Tree, it's about luxury. So the English that you want to teach to the staff might be different. For the Angsana, you want to teach them English that is um, that it's like you want to speak with your friend nicely. But for the luxury hotel, you perhaps want to teach them polite English because they want to serve the guests with luxury standards and kind of, maybe you think that because you want to serve king and queen, something like that. Yeah, so that's just the example of how I can share with you the color of each hotel. Also determines or to shape the English that you want to teach, like that. And then the last one is yeah, mean number five, teaching older people. Sometimes it can be challenging though, because we need to be polite, to be genuine, and then to manage or to control our words and our attitude because they are older than us, right? Yeah, so we need to respect them well. Um, Sometimes, like because they are more experienced than us, so it can be uh, what is it? Like they feel like they know much than us rather than us. Actually, that's true, but we also teach them English to give them a proper English knowledge so that they can use that in their working place. Yeah.
You
And then
still
the last one is language
have 2 minutes.
barrier. Yes, miss?
You still have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. And then the language barriers, this one is only for me because this one, because I work in Thailand. So that's why sometimes when we teach our people, like Indonesian people, whenever we find it difficult to share with them or to deliver what we really want to tell, we can switch our language to be Indonesia, to be Bahasa. But once it's in Thailand, yeah, it's just like I need to think again to rearrange my sentence to make it simpler so that they can understand. Okay, but don't worry because actually, whenever if we have the willingness to learn later on by the time goes by we can master them all. Okay, so now we come to the interesting things working in hospitality industry. So the first one, teaching adults give us different fulfillments. I mean that whenever we teach like we teach kids, we feel happy because now they know English like that. Now they can develop their English. But teaching adults give you different fulfillment because you help them to grow in their career and then to yeah to be a part of their supporting team, for example. So it's a different fulfillment. The second one, fantastic benefits. So working in a working in a company is usual. It's very common that we get the duty meal, we get the health insurance like BPJS, or we get the what else? Laundry or living place. But then in a hospitality industry, you can get the complimentary accommodation. Like you can stay for free. And then the third one is free of charge experiencing hotel facilities. So these are my pictures when I uh, uh, try to analyze what they need, and I experienced spa treatment for free. I went to the gallery, I went to the golf, and then the fourth one is travel more, of course, because we are in the hospitality industry, like we know more about um, places, and then we know more, and then we have more friends that are open-minded, fun, and easygoing. Last one is expanding career to HR department. So now ask yourself, do we have do you have a willingness to learn and embrace a new area? Do the things we are doing now support what we want to craft our future career? Or at least do you do something and how you find it beneficial for you? Okay? Right. Okay, so actually I'm the youngest here, so I'm not to I don't really have many experience, but I want just to share what I did during my college time. It's not to show off no at all because I have nothing to be proud to be arrogant because here I want to share with you that uh, during your college time that's the best time for you um, to what is that to develop yourself. So the first one is doing my best in my study, so do your best in your study as well. And then the second one, teaching English part-time, and then
Your
joining
time
the
is up.
sorry miss.
Sorry, your time is up.
Oh, time is up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the last
Thank
may I have another 3 minutes? Just 3 minutes, okay. So what I'm trying to say is, please join activities that will sharpen your characters, grow and empathy, and also accountability. Okay, and then last but not least, source to find job. Okay, the first one is the job portal. Yeah, we know that we can find it in LinkedIn, JobStreet, and others. The second one is your hotel website or channel, and the third one is your own circle. Yeah. So for me, how about me? Actually, at the time for BCMA, I got the from my own circle. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't work for the job portal whatsoever, because at the time I also tried to apply by myself. I found the job in English teacher, English trainer, English specialist, and that keyword. Then I applied by myself on 11 October 2019. I apply as English trainer in this industry as well. And at that time, I got accepted. So it means that um, don't to be desperate because you don't have own circles and whatsoever it is, because uh, every effort, it will result something, right? And what is the rule of in applying job? Just try, okay? So don't worry. If it is meant for you, then that will be yours. If it's not, just let it go and find the others. Okay. So thank you so much. I hope it could be fruitful for you in the future. Sorry if I talk too much because and too fast as well, because I want to share that it covers everything. Then you get something from what I can share. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Safti, for enriching our knowledge, especially about hospitality industry. I personally like the idea when you say that we can help others in different departments in our working place to increase their English skills.
Yes, Miss.
This is a real example, an implementation of one of our values, that is compassion. Thank you so much, Ms. FT. So
You're
once
welcome.
again, yes, I would like to remind everybody that if you have questions, please don't hesitate to post it on YouTube chat room with the format Instagram account space your question. Because who knows, you will win a dialogue magazine for free. Okay, soon we will meet our second speaker. We have Pak Audifax Aditya.
Yeah,
Uh, yes,
it's
Pak Adit.
Aditya. No.
Yeah, Pak Aditya. How are you, Pak Aditya?
Good. I'm great. How about you, Ibu Ika?
Great. Okay. Last time I called you Mas, but
Yeah.
it turned out that what is that? You have a beautiful daughter. So I will not call you Mas Adit, but Pak Adit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's okay.
Yes, Pak Aditya is an ELSP alumnus of PETS 2005. He has an incredible career in one of gold mining companies in Indonesia. Guys, I'm sure you can guess it. Yes, PT Freeport Indonesia as a language instructor. Without any further ado, Mas Adit, oh, I'm so sorry. Pak Adit, time is yours.
Okay, I'm going to share screen. Okay, just wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Can you see my PowerPoint? Okay. Yeah, that's my name, Audifax Aditya. A little bit weird with my name, Audifax. But you can call me Aditya. I'm from PBI 2005. I'm currently employed in one of the biggest mining company in the world, the gold mining company in the world. I'm working for PT Freeport Indonesia since 2010. Yeah, that's my title for my presentation anyway. Have you tried hard enough? I'm starting this kind of motivation because I once hit my rock bottom when I studied in the PBI. I almost gave up because at the time I lost my father, and yeah, another moment, and then I got kicked up for one lesson. Yeah, I almost gave up. If you were a PBI student, don't give up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. This is my experience. I always join the PBI committee from EAD, EWD, you name it. I join everywhere. So in the second year, I joined part-timer in Dagadu Jogja and also HR recruitment in Dagadu Jogja. In 2009, I got my class in SPD with Ibu Lani. I got the best artwork at that time. So I made a kind of tree, small tree with a painted wire with the yellow one. I remembered exactly at the time, she asked me to make a kind of good deeds artwork. I still remember at the time, it was 7 September 2008. My father passed away at the time. It was Sunday and tomorrow Monday. So I got to make the artwork, which I cannot go to the class because, my father passed away. So I have to bury him. So in the next week, Ibu Lani called my name, Aditya, and then she clapped at me, and then another students at the time, they clapped at me. They gave the highest appreciation. But in the last meeting, for you who haven't got the SPD class, you must be ready because anytime you can be kicked out. That's the beauty of the class. So I was not totally proud of it because it was so embarrassing moment. I was embarrassed. I was disappointed. I pissed off myself because I failed the class. So for you, the student, do not feel like me. I'm not so lucky because I got the class twice. I hope that you all can have the class only once. This one, I want to say that life is not fair. You have to get used to it. You can lose your parents, you can lose your job, you can lose your class, you dismiss the class. So, but I can get new hope. I can get my title in 2010 with my friend. What you have to do with the CV is actually like you have to be creative. When you were interviewed, you have to be like to the point. You have to make something like the interviewer curious about you because you sell yourself with the knowledge, experience, and also the characters. Like Ibu Safety said about that, you have to make something like a network. Wait a minute. I guess that you all know that how to find jobs. You have to build the network inside PBI alumni, and then you have to click the job street, LinkedIn. You have to make a kind of good experience with that because when I was in the second year, I work, I study. So I kind of using my time to always work all the time because I'm the breadwinner of my family at the time. So this is the famous quote from Mahatma Gandhi. If one of you can answer it, it will be good. So what happens if you have the title? Let's say you later on you will have the title like Sarjana Pendidikan, like what we do. What you will mention, what will you apply? You can be the facilitator, you can be translator, you can be tour guide, you can be interpreter, you can be working in the hospital industry like Ibu Safety, or you can be like me. I'm the instructor in mining company. So this is the meaning of if you are going to be a bear, be a grizzly. It means that whatever you want to be the best of it. I mean, like you have to find the experience. Not after you graduated. That's too late, I think, because when you look for experience after you graduated it, it means that you are not ready yet for the working environment. Like Ibu Lani always said, do the best, do the best, and do the best. I'm talking about my career here. In 2010, I was hired as interpreter in Papua. As you can see, it's a very rare job in Indonesia because none of us working as interpreter. we had the subject actually interpreting, but it's just, I don't know, for interpreter, you can see in dictionary, interpreter is a person who facilitates communication between two people who speak different languages. If you're looking for a word forum, something like G20, our president, Pak Jokowi, or even Pak Sukarno, or even another word leader, they use the interpreter because maybe in the language barrier, they need help from the interpreter to help them with the language. But for me at that time, I was working collaborative with the K9 teams. Do you know K9 teams? So K9 here is the policeman, the army guy with the dog team. So we tracked the separatist. Well, it was dangerous because that's me and my dog. So it's Barry. I was working in the jungle like that. When you were working, so you have so many barriers, like something like for me, it was the Japanese accent that I have. So I was insecure at the time. I was not experienced enough. I was not brave enough. I was working chasing down the separatists. Can you imagine that? So as you can see in my picture, I was wearing the helmet from army. I was wearing the vest, the anti-bullet vest. Sorry, I was working in the jungle with the malaria things, with the leech, with the snakes. I live in the remote area. I can call my family because of the poor signal. So I can say that every job has its own problems. As you can see, if you created it later, be prepared for the problems, because that's PBI told us. I mean, like when you get the SPD class, it will be so challenging for your life. That's me and my expatriates. So I gotta take the leap. I have to take I have to take the challenge. It was my turning point. I got tons of vocabularies. So I live with expatriates. I learned so many slangs. At the time, I asked, "Where's the remote?" So he answered like, "It's on the telly." What's telly? I mean, what I know is television, right? So another one is the closets. Where do I put my clothes? Put it on the closets. What I know is that closet is the one when we go to the toilet. So and then another conversation like you eat like a bird. We are in the same shoes. It's raining cats and dogs. Lots of vocabulary, lots of sentences that maybe I don't get in PBI. Maybe I don't get in the universities. So I can get in the real life when I was living with expatriates. So that's me in my students, Papuans, and also me working in underground, 1 kilometers down in the mountain, in Jayawijaya Mountain. It's mining company. As you can see, our beloved friends, Papuans here, they don't get enough education. So they come and ask something like very simple questions like when I teach numbers, they ask something like I'm going to use bahasa because they cannot speak in English at the time. Papa, bagaimana bilang one itu one karena tulisannya itu one. So that's actually bahasa Indonesia, but I'm teaching English. So when I say one, so they make sure that the letters should be W, A, and N. So what you are working, where you're working, you have to inspire people. Wherever you are, you have to work readily, because in my working environment, I have to teach English for specific purpose. Sometimes I prepare the employees if they want to go to the US. And then I also teach TOEFL because some of them, they got the scholarship to USA, to Australia. So I got to teach TOEFL, sometimes IELTS, but now we didn't have the IELTS now. And then I also teach Indonesian. That's one opportunity that I missed when I was in university. I didn't take PIPA. So for those, if you want to work in mining company, I'm sure, and it's a very good advice from me, take PIPA, Bahasa Indonesia for pengantar asing, if I'm not mistaken. And please work so much in the translator area, because if you graduated, you will be working freelance for translator, and then you can also try to be interpreter or also like tour guide, because that will improve your speaking ability, your pronunciation, your vocabulary. And also I work in safety area, so as you can see, I got so many friends graduated from PBI. I got Bapak Yos Paringan, and then Ibu Rosalia Pipit Purwanti. I'm not sure with the year that they graduated from PBI, but they graduated from PBI, and then they currently work in very different in very different aspect from what we learned. A final word from me. I was not presenting too much time. So just break a leg. I'm going to check the YouTube if you ask questions, or by Ibu Ika. If you were graduated from PBI, just break a leg. Just use the opportunity to go higher, to make a kind of dream. So you will get the good career path if you want to. But if you want to go to be a teacher, that's also a choice. But for me, it's more challenging if I teach in the mining industry, in the hospitality, in translator, in interpreter, and so on. So that's all for me. Ibu Ika, thanks for the time. Time, go back to you if you want ask some questions, or if some participants want some questions. This is the time. Thank you.
Okay, what a wonderful presentation delivered by Pak Adit. If you are going to be a bear, be a grizzly. Like Bulani said, do the best of your best. Okay, thank you so much for your valuable insights, Pak Adit, and advice also for PBI students. Thank you. So guys, are you still on? Let me remind you again that you still have the opportunity to win a 50,000 GoPay top up by posting an Instagram story saying about Upward Mobility webinar session, and don't forget to mention at PBI Sanata Dharma and provide hashtag crafting your future paths. Okay, we still have another speaker, Bruder Titus Angga.
Hi.
Hello, Bruder Titus.
Hi.
Hi, Bu Hani, what is it? Said hello for you.
Oh, Miss Henny?
Yeah, Bu Hani.
Yes.
Yeah, Bu
I
Hani
miss her.
Herawati, yes.
I miss her so much, and also Miss Darling.
Yeah. So Bruder Titus is currently working as the director of Santo Francisco Schools, Jakarta. His responsibility is developing the curriculum and pedagogy through research and development programs. He graduated from IALSP Sanata Dharma University in 2015, and he is also an alumnus of Monash University, Melbourne, through Australia Award Scholarship Scheme, the batch of 2018. He is also a mentor at Coach Potato id. So, well, I think we will learn a lot from you, Brother Titus. So, time is yours.
Thank you. Wait a minute. I'll set my time first. Thank you. Uh, sure. So can you see my PowerPoint now? Okay, I guess yes. Um, so good afternoon, everyone, and also good afternoon, my former lecturers. I'm nervous as well as proud, and also I'm so thankful that PBI Sanata Dharma invited me to join this wonderful seminar series, Upward Mobility. Um, I'm so honored to be here. So today's topic is teaching English is in a non-school institutions, and I put my title under this: self-empowerment through a scholarship mentoring. First of all, my name is Titus Anggarastuaji, and this is my academic and professional journey. So I just got the journey from beginning from 2011 because I have long list of experiences. Because it's just to say that I'm older here, that I have so many interesting stories. So 2011 to 2015, I was studying at PBI Sanata Dharma University. It was so beautiful, so engaging experience. You know, having great lectures there. They not only taught me knowledge, English and stuff, but they taught me about life, about you know, to be a better versions of yourself. So I'm so grateful to be studying there, and I think you should be grateful, all students, PBI, because it's very rare opportunity for you guys to have those wonderful lectures. And then I graduated from PBI in 2015. Then I moved to Jakarta to work in Yayasan Santo Franciscus Jakarta for about 2 years. So kind of 2 years as a secretary, and then 1 year as a treasurer. I know that my jobs at that time were not related to my study background. So actually, at that time, I was wondering how I can also pursue my dreams, also pursue my passion, because my passion is teaching. But my jobs weren't related to any teaching English. And then, so I met one of the alumni of PBI here in Jakarta. There are many PBI alumni here in Jakarta. And then I said to her, hey, how about if we set up English course or something, and then we can offer it to schools and stuff. Maybe it will work. And then yeah, and then we set up kind of English course for students. We call it what's it? Squad quarters. Yeah, we set up squad quarters as English course, and then 2017 to 2019, it's a roller coaster journey for me, because at the time in 2017, I was wondering how I can expand myself, how I can develop myself. I really want to pursue higher education, but I don't know how. And then I started to search some scholarships. Maybe that's my opportunity. I just want to try my luck. So I tried chevening and they rejected me. And then I tried AAS and they just rejected me, but I never gave up. So I tried once more for the Australian Awards, and then I was accepted as one of the awardees, batch of 2018 at that time. So and then I picked Monash University because well, it's well known here in Indonesia, Monash, other than other university in Australia. But yeah, Monash is my first pickup. And there I met Miss Henny at Monash. It's also Miss Dari, but Miss Dari at the time studied at University of Melbourne. But we met in Judgestone at the time. It was so wonderful experience, you know, meeting a fellow alumni of PBI, and then we share our academic journey. It's just so wonderful. And also as well as meaningful. Then during my study in Melbourne, 2018, I joined my friend to settle up Coach Peredo. It's Coach Peredo. I'll explain it later what Coach Peredo is. And then I finished my study in January 2020. That's the due date of my thesis submission. So officially, I graduated from Monash at January 2020, and then I moved back to Jakarta to the same old institution, but with a new responsibility and also positions. Now I'm a school director responsible for research and also development of the curriculum of schools. Now, I listed here projects just to highlight that I really love research. I really love doing projects and stuff. I listed here on my passion and stuff. So this is the projects that I have done and that is still in progress. The first one is scholarship mentoring program with Coach Peredo. So it's a nice experience with them. This is the first time I have online teaching, English teaching with two mentees. And I'm so proud of my mentees because one of my mentees, he just got scholarship to UK, Chevening, the scholarship that failed me. But I'm so proud of him because he has a lot of experience and I feel like he deserves to get scholarship in UK. And then my second project, which is still in progress, is digital learning teacher monitoring program, still with Coach Peredo. It's more into empowering teachers, mainly in rural areas, in these difficult situations. This pandemic has forced teachers to find another way of teaching. So we try to empower them in using ICT, information, communication, and technology in teaching. We are still in the very beginning steps, so we're still brainstorming and planning and stuff. But I really love this project. And then my third project is English virtual class, which involves my colleagues from the Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, and fellow Indonesians also, which is still in progress. And I'm happy to say that just yesterday was our first class of our English literature class. So the aim of this English literature class is to empower our students, to motivate them to pursue higher education abroad. Everyone has the chance to pursue higher educations. So we also think that our students here also deserve to get better educations, higher education, even abroad. So we motivate them. It's not only teaching English; it's about sharing experiences, sharing worthwhile information to our students. And then the fourth project that I have is still in progress. Also, is researching and applying inclusive education in our schools here in Jakarta. This is, I think, the biggest project that I have now, because this is the biggest project, it's not because the extensive, programs that we have or activities that we said, no, it's because of the responsibility that I have, because the aim of this program about inclusive education is to make our students, our teachers, and our staff to be more inclusive towards differences, toward a plural society. So I think the responsibility is higher, compared to the other projects. But I really enjoy it. I love it because here is my passion. I love research because for me, research is like finding truth in the world, finding truth in the environment surrounding you. And I love teaching. Why? Because teaching is kind of the channel of your research. If you research something and then you just keep it with you, I think it's not worth it. It will be worthwhile if you share it with other people. It means you teach them the result of your research. And then I also love conducting projects. That's why I have like 4 projects now, or 3 projects, which is still in progress. So if any one of you want to do project, just hit me. So I'll be more than happy to work together. And also I love sustainability, which is something I learned in Australia. Actually, it's a common, I think it's a common awareness now in our world to be uh, more sustainable people, because we concerned about our earth, we concerned about our environment. And maybe I'm planning to also apply sustainability in education. I'm still finding a way how sustainability can be applied in education. So I'm talking now more about Coach Pedro because our topic is teaching English in non-school settings. So Coach Pedro is an online coaching platform for young Indonesians that aims to empower them uh, to build their own capacity, focusing on their capacity building so that they'll be more competitive in this more global society. Because we think that Indonesian youth, young Indonesians, they also, I think they also they have the capability, they have the the, the equal opportunities to pursue higher educations, higher career, uh, you know, compared to the other nations in Southeast Asia. Why? Because and why some of the many of Indonesian cannot do that, because we think it's because we just don't give them channels. We don't, we don't provide our young generation with channels, with opportunities. We never help them to see some opportunities out there. So that's the highest aims of Coach Potatoes. And it was funded by Australian Award scholars in Melbourne at the time. Two of them, I think three of them, three of us from University of Melbourne, two of us from Monash, and one of us from Victoria University. So we have kind of the same ideas, the same concern about young Indonesians. So that's why we set it up this social entrepreneurship startup. So what do we do in Coach Potatoes? We have a lot of programs in Coach Potatoes, but I'll just sort it out into these three main programs. First, empowering Indonesian youth to pursue higher education, which is I already explained before. So this is one of the program. We believe that young Indonesians, they have the capacity to pursue higher educations, to pursue higher career. So we want to help them. And then second, advocating Indonesian youth on contextual issues such as tolerance and diversity, which is very contextual to our situations today, where people are more segregated, people are more grouped based on race, based on primordial things. So and also we support equality between women and men also, mainly in business, in doing business, and also in public sphere. Also, we concerned about sexual harassment in campus because some of our friends in Melbourne, also in Jogja, in one of the university in Jogja, they experience sexual harassment in campus, which is so sad and so wrong, because campus should be campus is expected to be a safe place to everyone to study, to pursue their dreams, to gain knowledge. But if you go to campus and then you feel unsafe, you feel that you're insecure, it means that it's something wrong. So we're concerned about that, how campus will be a really, really, really supportive place for everyone to study, to learn. And also against stereotyping in the society. And the third is English mentoring, scholarship interview, mentoring, workshop in capacity building, composing cover letter, such practical things like that. Motivation letter, and then also how to develop good curriculum vitae. This is what we do. And then, why did I put this title, Teaching English Isn't Teaching English? Because I have assumptions like, oh, teaching is not fun, teaching is boring and stuff. Yeah, maybe that's true, but maybe that's not true also. So maybe we feel that teaching English is boring, maybe because we don't walk the journey with our mentees or with our students. So actually teaching English isn't that boring if you walk with the, you walk the journey with them. You know how your students, you know how your mentee is growing. It happened to me actually when I have my mentees. They when they growing up, I'm happy to. I witnessed they grow, and it's just so meaningful for me. And then uh, isn't teaching English isn't uninteresting. It is interesting because mainly teaching English in non-school setting is interesting because you have a flexible curriculum. You can be creative. You can create your own curriculum. You can create your aims against what the students really needs. Also, by teaching English, actually, you help by helping them, by helping the students to reach their potential. Actually, you help yourself. When I help my mentees to dive deeper in, to see their own potential. Actually, with the changing situations of our world, when we have to study from home, work from home, this has also helped me to reach my own potentials, how to be creative, how to adjust with these situations. And then the last, your mentee might be your future colleague in doing some projects. This is really happened to me. One of the mentees that just got a Japanese scholarship, he's now with us in Coach Pereiro to develop our new program with the teacher, because he has a lot of experience in teaching English with technology in rural areas. So, who knows that your mentee, your student, will be your future colleague. This is my last slide. I'm sorry, it's a bit long. So teaching or not teaching, how will you see your employability, self-empowerment? Teaching or not teaching, it all depends on you. If you really think that that teaching is your passion, just pursue it. If you don't think that teaching is not your passion, so you have to start to try, find another job, another work that you really like, because work without love, I don't think it'll work. So this is some inspirations from Monash International Alumni Experience Conference. I think Miss Henny also knows this. The first thing that I learned from this Monash Alumni Experience Conference is, first, identify the challenges, the gap between schools and the industry. After you graduate from PBI, you have to really know what's the gap between schools and the industry, and you have to try to bridge this. What the industry wants from me and what's the uni already prepared for me. Does it match each other? Or do I need to to equip myself with more skills? Like you can do, webinars or seminars and stuff just to improve your skill, your capability. And then second, know your main capitals. There's this organizational capitals, cultural capitals, social capitals, psychological capitals. You have to know your capitals. If you're PBIers and then you involve yourself into kind of events, and then you join committee, and then you learn how to work with team, work in team with other people, it means that you nurture your capitals, organizational capitals, also social capitals, because out there you won't work alone. You need team, you need other people to work with. So social, organizational, and cultural capital is so important in working world. And then the third highlights your experiences. Experience is important. This is something that I learned in Australia, that Australians, they really honor your experience. How small it is, it's still important because you experience it. So, but experience will be just experience if you never reflect upon it. So reflection upon experience make you know your strengths, your weakness, and then your potentials. And then you try to put all your potential, all your weakness, so you can narrate your employability, so that you can build your own story about your employability and show to the industry, this is what I have. What do you want from me? Kind of you display yourself. You showcase your potential. I think that's really important. will you teach English or will you do other things? I think these 3 points is important. Yeah, and then you just push you what are you passionate in? That's the most important. Don't do something that you don't like. This is, I think, the end of my presentations. If you want to get in touch with Coach Potato, just go to coachpotato.id in Instagram, and this is my email if you want to ask some questions about scholarship and stuff. And also my website. This is just newly developed, so it's still messy. But if you want to take a look, just go. I share my experience on getting scholarship. Live in Australia because I work also in Australia, try to do some casual jobs there. And this is my Instagram. I think my time is over now. Thank you very much. I give it back to Miss Rina. Thank you.
Okay, Brother Titus, it's an honor for us to have you here in our Upward Mobility webinar. There are many projects that you have been conducting. And from your presentation, we could see and feel that you were in love and so excited to do those activities. So thank you so much, Brother Titus. To sum up, from Miss Safti, we learned to be compassionate for others. But Adit also underlines our conscience when we do our best of the best. From Buddha Titus, we learn to develop ourselves again and again, never stop. Okay, as we have already listened to 3 fabulous presentations, we will have a question and answer sessions. So there are a lot of participants who ask some questions. So here we have at Rebecca Sarah for Miss Safti. It's a great presentation. How do you manage your time with the different working environment there? Do you still have your time to travel around Thailand? Miss Safti.
Yes, Miss Ika. So thank you very much for the question. Yeah. Actually, yes, but I choose not to travel too much because uh, since I just started to work at BTMA like December 2019, so I spent a lot of my time to study, right, to learn about the industry and whatsoever. But I always try to give me a time for me time, or I want to go to travel like that. Just go around. Like for example, my place is in Chernkalay. Then I went to Patong. I went to Central. Yeah, because I just worked for 5 days. So another 2 days, either I use that for taking rest, or I will go somewhere to buy food like that, or go to a new places like that. But unfortunately, I haven't gone to, for example, Bangkok just 2 days flight or what. I go to Pattaya like that, and not at this time, because actually the normal time when after I've been there is only like 3 months, and after that the pandemic is come approaching us, and we cannot go anywhere. So for now, I didn't travel too much, and I can say that I will explore more Thailand. It's not enough for me, yeah. But for the time management, by the times that we feel comfortable working there, for me that I feel comfortable there, working there, then after this, yeah, I will travel a lot. I will share with you the photos. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Miss Safti.
Yeah.
Okay, we move to Pak Adit. Pak Adit, you got 3 questions.
Any
Okay, so
questions?
yeah, you are familiar, popular. Okay, so we have at Monica SLW at email underscore Wahyu and Regina Olga. So to sum up those questions, so what was your strategy to make the interviewer curious? It might be from your CV, interview process, or anything. So it means that what kind of person that the company most looking for an employee in PT Freeport? I mean, do we must have some other skills?
Okay. First of all, when I got the application, when I sent my application, I must prepare myself. So I did something like little research about the company I want to work. The number of the salary that maybe they offered me, and then yeah, the experience. First of all, when I applied for the interpreter, I said to them that I do not have any experience except that the subject that I had in the university. And then I made a kind of research in my CV, in my curriculum vitae. You must make a kind of to the point. If you were applying for translator job, you must mention some of the translator or translation project that you had worked before. And then if you are working for instructor, I mean, you have to mention how many hours you teach in a week. So at the time I mentioned I teach uh, in something like in LT. So I mentioned I teach something like 5 up to 10 hours in a day, or I teach from children up to elderly pupils like 60 years old or something like that. And then for working in PTFI, we have so many PBI alumni, like Mas Randy Endrawan. Right now he's working in safety department. He used to work also in the language instructor. And then Mas Andri, right now he's working for community affairs. So many of PPI alumni, we are working for different department. I also have my friend Theophilus Argentia. He's working for in the same department like me, but he's working for licensing. So, but the first one is that when you want to apply in the mining industry, you have to mention all of the experience, whether the time that the time that you teach, the experience when you got something like a tour guide, or even like when you have experience in translator, something like that. I hope it answered the questions.
Yes. Um, yes, but I did. Can we have more questions for you? So it seems that you brought some friends from PT Freeport, right? For watching this webinar session. So thank you so much. By the way, because some PBIers, especially for girls, they asked some questions. So will it be possible for us, I mean, for girls to work there, to work at PT Freeport?
Even at the time I was working with my supervisors. My supervisors was Ibu Niken Rahayu, so she is also the PBI alumni from university. But I have to mention that the challenge in working in mining industry is, yeah, I mean, like you have to be far away with your family. The time for vacation is something like 3 up to 6 times in a year. Sometimes you got no signal, no network at all. We don't live. If you're working in, if you're interested in mining, working mining in industry, you have to be aware of that kind of challenges. I mean, like you have to be strong because of the weather in the mining industry is totally different from what we have in the big country in one with we have in the big town like Yogyakarta or even in Jakarta. For us working in mining industry, for example, I live in the Bagapura, so the weather there is so cold. Sometimes it is some 10 degrees Celsius. Even when you go to the mining spot, you can be colder than that. So you have to be strong physically and also mentally interested in working in mining industry.
Thank you, Pak Adit. Okay, so we also have Bruder Titus. Bruder Titus. Yeah. So
Yep.
you also popular in English language education study program.
Oh no, no, I don't know that.
Many lecturers told me that you know you're an excellent student like that.
I was.
Oh yes,
I'm
you
not
were.
now, not now. Getting older.
You were.
Lost
Okay.
memory.
So, what is it? One special question for you, okay? What values did you learn from our study program and then you brought to your company or, yeah, your, what is it, working place?
The foundations, yeah.
Yes, foundation.
Okay. Okay. What kind of values that PBI or PBI gave me that I can bring here in my working place is teamwork also because and also respect for others. I think respect for others and the you know the value of institutions as a family. I think that's also what I bring here because in my institutions we always treat our staff, our teachers, and our students as a family, as a big family. We might fight, we might fight over, trivial things, but at the end of the day, we have to be, we have to make peace with them. So yeah, I think that the feeling that your friends, your company, maybe they are the one who will help you in the future. So treat them well. Treat your fellow students, treat your fellow staff or your fellow workers well. Who knows in the future they will help you. I think that's the values that I bring from PBI. Then and also respect to each other, and also I think PBI is also quite inclusive. I have some friends with different religious, social backgrounds. I experience also some of them they feel secluded. They feel they are casted away. But PBI always facilitate us students to meet, to have a sharing moment or stuff where you can you can speak up your mind, what you don't like about this class, what you don't like about the lectures. Even we have one time, I still remember, we have a special meeting with the lecturers because we feel that something was going not right, and then we just tell them this is something not right, we have to fix it. And I'm quite happy because I was quite happy, and also my friends, because all lecturers in PPI, they're very welcome, they're very open to any critics and stuff, criticism and stuff. So I'm happy with that.
Yes, Brother Titus, I do agree. What is the sharing moment is, can I say, what is it, a place where we can share our opinion. And that is that setting moment, I cannot find it in what is State University, because I graduated from State University, and
right.
Yeah, this is so unique, right?
Right, true.
Yeah. So guys, what is it? You who watch this webinar, like when you enter our ILSP, this one Sanata Dharma University, you can speak up your opinion. You can speak up your mind like that, right?
Yeah, don't be afraid to speak up your mind. Anyways, they won't reduce your grades.
Yes. I mean, from here, we have two directions, not only one direction.
Right.
When I entered State University, to be honest, like, oh, okay, so only one direction. But then when I entered this, okay, I had to learn a lot from this,
right.
like that. Yeah, talking about lecture, Brother Titus,
yes.
You are their favorite student.
I'm not. I don't think so.
Yes, they told me. So, what about you? Do you have what is it, a favorite lecturer? Can we know who?
Okay. To be politically correct, I will say like I love them all.
Oh my God, politically.
Yeah,
but,
politically.
From the bottom of your heart.
Of course. I love all my lectures, but there are some special lectures that I work with, and also that I especially that I met in Australia, because like it's like I was reunited with them, like Miss Henny and Miss Dari. Miss Henny also knows that my struggle in Australia is so hard. Sometimes I just text her, can we meet, and then we talk. So yeah, they are special in that way.
So it means that, Brother Petrus, your favorite lectures are those who can, what is that? Who can I say, keep in touch, like who keep in touch, yeah,
Okay.
after your, what is it?
Okay.
After you finish your study like that.
Okay. You know what? Actually, our batch, we still have a group, PBI 2011 Class A with Miss Mita. So the group is still active. We maintain, because I think from the seminar at Monash also, we learned that relation and connection is important. We don't want to be, after graduating from PBI, we don't want to be like we don't know each other. No, we have to keep in touch, because who knows, in the future we will work with them. So we're still our group, WhatsApp group is still active since 2011 up to now. With Miss Mita still there. Sometimes we say we greet somebody who's got their birthday and stuff. So this is the way we nurture our relationship with PPI. So I don't feel that I'm a foreigner if I want to go to PPI.
Okay, thank you, Brother Titus. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, okay. So thank you very much for being today's speakers, Miss Safti, Mas Adit, Pak Adit, and Brother Titus Angga. We have learned so many things from you all. We wish you all a successful career ahead. So now we have come to the end of Upward Mobility webinar. Before saying goodbye to everyone here, I share the exit ticket as one of the requirements for you to get an e-certificate. Please fill out the form by going to this link or scanning this QR code. The link is also posted on YouTube. Okay, this link is only available until 6:30 p.m. So please submit the form as soon as possible. The e-certificate will be sent to your email address within 1 week, okay? So if you haven't got it today or tomorrow, please be patient. Wait for it. Next Thursday is the latest. And about the door prize, we have 2 dialogue magazines and GoPay top up worth 50,000 rupiah. The winners will be announced via Instagram later tonight. So don't miss the announcement. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining, watching, and following our webinar series. If you still remember, we have 3. So number 1 is broad job opportunities after graduating from PBI, and then traveling and studying abroad. And the last is English teaching experience in non-school institutions. We thank all speakers, all participants who have joined, asked some questions, and posted our webinar on Instagram. Congratulations for all the winners. And for all of you, stay happy and healthy, and we will try our best to have our Upward Mobility webinar next year. So because ELSP family members always do the best of the best. So see you, wait and see our next Upward Mobility webinar. See ya, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Miss FT.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everyone.